Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Really Video Blog. Here, I'm Airy Sky. I got a couple other thoughts I wanted to share with you. So if you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're coming back, or welcome. So I'm thinking to do a sermon every Sunday for you guys. I've been working on stuff. My sermon today was about greed and not trusting in God and the repercussions, but I want to tell you a story, okay? Something that bothers me to negative end. You see, there's people out there in this world. Who are selfish. And they don't think ahead. And there's other people that think ahead, but they're basically greedy, okay? And yet, I'm here, and I got blessed with beef and pig. Yeah, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. You see, there's a lot of people out there that are worried. They're worried about their Social Security being cut. They're worried about their Medicaid and food stamps being cut. They're worried about everything else. Now, the general fund, they could cut at any time, SSI. That's not on a trust fund. That's the general fund. So I always thought if Social Security ran out, me and Sister Pee Wee once talked about it, that they would flip over to SSI. Everyone would basically be on the that, and SSI would also benefit everyone for health care and food stamps. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, apparently, because they have their own ideas. So the deal is, what are we getting? Well, let me tell you what I'm thinking, okay? Now, there's two sides of the coin here. Now, I'm talking about greedy people, selfish people, self-centered people, people that are only in it for themselves, right? For example, the other day, I was on the phone to APS. They called me, and they're concerned about finances, right? And I said, hey, I'm doing quite well, actually. But they had their own opinions, right? For example, the other day they called me and said, what are you having for dinner? Hot dogs. Right? So I said I need buns. Chloe went and got buns and cheese for my hot dogs. Yes, shredded cheese and liquid cheese and, right. So, hot dog, right? I'm having hot dogs tonight again. I can do chili dogs without buns. But that would mean I just save some money, apparently, and not go out and get quarters, right? Well, apparently, somehow I'm stuck with quarters, right? But I'm not going to call the APS lady. She wants me to give updates because, well, there's some problems, right? Anyways, so the deal goes, I'm sitting here, right? I got this problem, all right? And I'll tell you my problem, okay? On one hand, everything's covered up. In case we have a nest egg we fall back on, right? Freezer's full. I've been prepping like crazy. On the other hand, this is the problem I have, okay? My problem is, for the next 2 weeks, give or take, next week, 7 days from today, it's been a week already, I am working round the clock. This is why I don't literally get video time in today. On the phone with, to try to find housing for Chloe. Homeless shelters, whatnot. Now, I told Chloe the other day, the moral value is you don't use people for a roof over your head. Even Chloe's mom said the same thing. But we're not here to talk about that, okay? So, I got this problem, you see. I'm now worried about food. Food insecurities. Yeah. So, I got everything else taken care of. What am I doing? I'm sending Chloe out 3 days a week to go get groceries. Safeway's got steaks on sale. Next thing you know, I'm adding up chicken wings and chicken legs and chicken buffalo wings and sausages and hot dogs, and next thing you know, my bill's $200. Check out. Chloe goes and gets it and says, oh, you can feed yourself for 40 to 60 days. Next thing you know, I'm sending her off again 3 days a week to Walmart. She comes back and says, this bill's 3 orders, $400, groceries. See my problem? I think of stuff I want to eat, and it goes into the shopping cart. Next thing you know, it balloons out. Yeah, think about it. And now my freezers are all packed with goodies. I'm eating it down, and yet, I'm worried about you and your food stamps, and you and your, and yet, people say to me all the time, what is the priority right now? You make your priority what you want, but for me, I'm wondering, will the food be enough? Will this be enough? You got to ask yourself. That's why I wanted to get back on here before I turn the burner on and cook my lunch. Is it enough? Is this enough? You see, there's more to the story than this, but I want to talk to you while my lunch is cooking, because I have another question for you all. The next part of the video is going to be called decision making. I think you'll like it. In the meantime, I just wanted to say, do you have enough food? If you don't, or negatively think that, stock up. That's all I'm going to say. Think about it. I'm just basically stockpiling like crazy. Would I rather have food or goodies? Food. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, hit the like, subscribe buttons, hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Keep the comments nice always. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.